Today, we're talking about the top 10 reasons Meghan Markle is a social climber. Starting off with number 10, Meghan has been heavily criticized for her actions from the press, public, and even former friends. A former friend of Meg's accused the Duchess of being fame-hungry and said Meghan's goal was always to become a household name. She's insanely smart and poised, but very, very guarded. She's not a person you can actually be friends with. She's the type of person who is best friends with her stylist. Ouch, Meg, is that true? After moving to Toronto to film the drama series Suits, Meghan began spending time at exclusive bar venues like Soho House, while surrounding herself with the likes of celebrity stylists Jessica Mulroney and Misha Nonu. I get it, you're getting a little attention, so you want to hang around people who have similar social status. Meghan was known to socialize with foreign heiresses, upper crust, smart, ambitious. Nona's friend told Vanity Fair they have everything and they want everything. And even though that might not necessarily be wrong, we can't help but wonder why Meg discards her old friends when newer, cooler people come in the picture. A close friend to Prince Harry, Nonu has previously been reported as the matchmaker who set him up with her new friend. Another Hollywood insider revealed that Meghan even held a Sayonara Zara party, where she gave away her old clothes once she could afford the high-end labels worn by her Suits character paralegal Rachel Zane. Am I the only one who thinks that sounds really corny? Meg, you could have simply donated the clothes you didn't want to wear anymore instead of trying to get attention over something as uninteresting as getting rid of clothes. What do you guys think? On to number 9, add relatives to the list of people who have criticized her publicly. Accusations have been made by half-sister Samantha Markle since Meg's rise to fame. In 2016, Sam told The Sun that Meghan always dreamt of being a princess, painting her as a social climber. Ironically, her dream did come true, and then she chose to step down. She has made headlines accusing Meghan of lying about paying for her own university fees and causing an irreparable rift in her relationship with her father, Thomas Markle, after she failed to call him on Christmas Day. I've never seen anyone so rude and hurtful and heartless and absent a soul in my life. Samantha Markle wrote on Twitter, "The brutal tweets revealed that Meghan hadn't spoken to her father since her May nuptials, leading him to finding out about his daughter's pregnancy through the news." Samantha added, "Apparently you're not capable of forgiveness or having a peaceful heart." Sometimes I feel like some beef should be had off the internet, and this is definitely one of those cases. Their issues are being posted for the whole world to see when they could just talk about it in private, especially if celebrities vocalize that they would like the privacy. Number 8 on our countdown, we might never know if Meghan Markle had already formulated a plan similar to Megxit when she married Prince Harry. But according to someone who knows her personally, shedding her skin and starting over is a habit of hers. It's been said that post-Megxit, Meghan is no stranger to picking up and reinventing herself. Both a go-getter as well as a shapeshifter, she returns now with more social mojo than she could have ever imagined then. By March 2020, Markle was already unleashing that social mojo in LA, where she and Harry moved from Canada. The Sussexes were previously mocked when the prince was filmed asking Disney CEO to cast Markle in something. "You know she does voiceovers," the prince reportedly said. The actress had instructed her agent to find her a role in a superhero movie. It seems as though Markle was making herself at home, but how was Harry handling it? Was the royal keeping up with his shape-shifting wife? I don't know how his career is going to map out. Dr. Jane Goodall, a famous primatologist and a good friend of Harry's, told the Radio Times, "I've been in touch, though I think he's finding life a bit challenging just now. Join the club, Harry." Apparently, Samantha isn't the only Markle who has issues within the family. Half-brother Thomas Jr. has made allegations that the other sibling has been cut out of the family. Despite Prince Harry making a comment that the royals are like the family she never had, one family member suggested this was not the case. "She's had a really good family," said Thomas Markle Jr. "We were as close as we could be, as tight as we could be. That's what we were." As we all know, it was revealed last minute that Markle's dad would not be attending her royal wedding. Confirming the news, she said, "Sadly, my father will not be attending our wedding. I have always cared for my father and hope he can be given the space he needs to focus on his health." Apparently, her actions behind closed doors did not match. The shocking news of his absence reduced both Meghan and Harry to tears. After turning up to Kensington Palace unannounced, Samantha was overcome with online abuse. However, she hit back in support of her father, saying that the Duchess should bow to the daddy, accusing her half-sister of giving fake waves and smiles, and not giving time to the one who was always there for her. Samantha simply wanted Meghan to reach out to her father so he could know she is well, happy, and to touch base. What do you think of this family drama? Is Meghan the wrong here? Number 6 on our countdown, someone call up Steve Harvey because we've got more family feuds. Samantha has claimed that Meghan is not paying enough attention to her father after making numerous attempts to speak to Meghan about the health of their 74-year-old dad. Kensington Palace refused to respond. Whether or not Meghan was aware of this, her publicist tweeted, "This doesn't need to be public. We would prefer to keep this private." Samantha is coming to the UK this week, like it or not. This could be after Markle's dad staged his own paparazzi shots before the wedding. Despite many requests for photographers to stay away from Thomas Markle, he apparently worked with members of paparazzi to stage photos showing him preparing for his daughter's royal wedding. It was alleged that he made a healthy profit from this too. While there was much speculation on this, it was reported Thomas decided not to attend the nuptials to avoid embarrassing the royal family. Only days later, he changed his mind. Forget about the Kardashians, I can't even keep up with the Markles. From what the media portrays of them, they just seem pretty dysfunctional. But at the same time, it's definitely entertaining. Meghan has allegedly hidden her half-sister's disability. Samantha, who was diagnosed with MS back in 2008 and is in a wheelchair, hiding family members' disabilities seems very familiar. I'm surprised Meg didn't get along well with another family who is known to do that. I'm looking at the royals. Samantha also believes her sister has avoided speaking out about it publicly. She has even spoken out that Meghan has abandoned the family. In addition, she said that the two sisters have not been close, especially since her diagnosis. Born 17 years apart to different mothers, their relationship was never the smoothest, and despite Samantha's claims, we doubt this is due to her disability. Samantha constantly talks bad about Meg and treats her poorly due to jealousy, so I want to say it has nothing to do with her disability, but everything to do with her attitude. What do you guys think? I personally cannot justify Samantha's actions because all she's ever done is spoken badly about her sister, which is mostly why Meg never even invited her to the royal wedding. Number 4 on our list, Meghan's older half-brother is certainly not royal family material. Just like his father, he is on his second divorce and similarly declared his own bankruptcy in 2013. However, the real topper is that Thomas Markle Jr. was taken into custody after allegedly holding a weapon to his girlfriend's head. He was charged with unlawful use of a dangerous weapon, menacing, and domestic violence. This does not sound like ideal behavior for a brother-in-law of Prince Harry, but to be fair, the royal family does have Andrew, who was only recently kicked out of the royal palace. So don't worry, Meghan, there is literally nothing worse than that. But speaking of royal family material, apparently Meghan always wanted one thing in life, and that's to become a member of the British royal family. Sounds like some manifestation to me. Now, she's never confirmed that, but her friends have said that she always had a fascination with the royals. According to some sources, this was all a part of Meghan's plan. A former friend once said she was always fascinated by the royal family. She wanted to be Princess Diana 2.0, but my advice to him is to tread cautiously. I'm not shocked at all. It's like she has been planning this all her life. She gets exactly what she wants, and Harry has fallen for her play. Talk about an awful friend for outing Meghan like that, right? Meg might not even be painted as the greatest woman, but some of her former friends, I get why she stopped talking to them. On to number 3. Fun fact, Meghan is not Markle's real name. She was born Rachel Meghan Markle, which ironically is the name of her character on Suits. Even though we don't know why Meghan decided to drop Rachel, all of her acting credits are under Meghan Markle. Perhaps, like some of her former friends have mentioned, she had always aspired to get to where she is today, and Meghan was more suited for a royal title. Was Meghan's rise to fame all part of her plan for joining the royal family? Would we have preferred Princess Meghan or Princess Rachel? Comment your thoughts on the name choice. Personally, I feel like she looks like more of a Rachel and she should have stuck with it, but regardless, either name is cute. Counting down to number 2, as we all know, it goes against royal protocol to display forms of PDA. And the late queen wasn't a fan of it either. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been captured holding hands and smooching. Gasp! A couple in love showing affection? How dare they, honestly. The royal family has a lot of rules that they need to follow. There's a special order that everyone has to walk in, certain ways to greet each family member, and even dress codes depending on what event they're attending. But it turns out there's no official rule against PDA in public. That being said, Queen Elizabeth always wanted her family to act professional at all times. It's kind of like when you're out in public with your parents and you just know that they don't want you kissing your partner. To the naked eye, it seems like Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are madly in love. It turns out that to the trained eye, that's exactly what it looks like too. Body language expert Darren Stanton, on behalf of Slingo, says that the two really are smitten with each other. You know, because of all that hand-holding and lingering stares. With that being said, of course, once you are part of a new family, it's important to respect certain things, especially when it comes to their reputation. All the PDA made people wonder if Meg was just craving the attention and all the cameras on the couple, or, here's a shocker, she's actually in love with the person she married. What do you guys think? Is their PDA unacceptable, or should people mind their business a little more? Our final reason Meg is a social climber, remember her little friend Piers Morgan? Morgan was very vocal when it came to accusing Harry and Meghan of lying. You may remember in the Oprah Winfrey Wine-a-thon, about 17 different things that came out of their mouths were quickly proven to be untrue and were added again with a Netflix documentary. He claimed the couple now ruthlessly exploits their titles as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex for hundreds of millions of dollars. During the Oprah interview, Meg claimed that she and Prince Harry shared their vows in their backyard with the Archbishop of Canterbury, who later refuted the claims, saying the wedding was celebrated on the 19th of May, the day of their marriage, which was also publicly televised. Personally, that just doesn't seem like something you need to lie about, but then again, it could just be a tactic to get people talking about how much of a rebel princess she is. Piers addressed the issue he has with the Duke and Duchess through his tweets about the first look at the Netflix miniseries. After feeling exploited over having his soundbite used in the series, a trail of tweets followed. Honestly, I feel like Piers was excited to have his voice featured in the series because the way he obsesses over Meg, he might have a little crush on her. Morgan even called the royal a deluded, spoiled, manipulated brat, and also slammed Prince Harry for waging a relentless, vicious public war against his own family. Do you guys agree with Morgan? Is Meghan being a brat? Comment down below. That's all for today's top 10. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you next time on The Rich Life.